Hello, everybody. We are here for some hot takes-ish on some upcoming tarot and oracle deck releases. These are things coming out between when you're seeing this and roughly when we think we're doing another one. So that's kind of the time frame.
That's kind of how it is, between here and there.
A little bit. If you're new here, a hot take is a piece of deliberately provocative commentary based almost entirely on shallow moralizing in response to a news story or deck release, usually written on tight deadlines or not at all, with little research or reporting and even less thought. We do no research or reporting. Also, this is Miss Danny Mystic.
Hi.
And her links are down below. So make sure you subscribe to Miss Danny. We hang out on both of our channels regularly because we have glittering gators and we do this. So you can always find one or the other of us in either place. So
yeah, and it'll usually always be in the description. So you can always find us back and forth.
Always there. Yeah.
Always there.
And all the links to everything we're going to be talking about are also down below. If you find a link is missing or pointing to the wrong thing, just drop me a comment. I'll try to get it fixed ASAP. I do sometimes make errors in the link list, but
I mean, I guess we're human, I guess.
It's a thing. Sometimes I don't know all the things about everything I talk about. Imagine.
It happens. I mean,
it does happen.
Not usually, but I mean, it happens.
I mean, okay. I am drinking Diet Coke right now. Are you drinking anything interesting, or are you on the? Oh, did we literally both bring our version of Stanley mugs? Mine's a simple modern one.
Okay, so this is
color.
Yes, it's like lavender.
Are you kidding me? Yeah. It's like,
and we're color coordinated today. So like we just have the whole thing. No, this one is linens and it is an actual Stanley, which I do not own a Stanley. She has like 3. So that's kind of how that works. So when I just want something cold in a very tall glass, I just take hers and then she's like, where's my cup? And I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know where it is. I will tell you if you've been looking. I love this version. I
like those too.
It's like taller, skinnier. I don't know what it is, but it feels. This is a 40-ouncer too. So when I put stuff in here,
that one's big.
Yeah, she's chunky. She's like, this is my head.
This is a 30-ounce.
Oh yeah, I love this beefy 40 because like I put ice water in here and like forever and ever it lasts.
Yeah.
I'm trying to convince Peggy to buy one. I've like pawned off my Lilo and Stitch cup that I got from like the Halloween store that is already beat up. That was kind of like this. I pawned that off on her and she's starting to kind of get hooked on how long things stay cold. So I'm like, can I buy you one of these? I'll get it in black or I'll get it in some like not girly color. I don't know why. I just want us to have matching cups. Am I a nerd? Yes. Yes, I am.
I mean, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. It's what I do. So we're going to start with some mass market decks because apparently if we change the order, I get lost. So we're going to start with that. So we will forever and ever probably be mass market indie crowdfunded. That's how we're going to just roll.
We got lost. We can't do it.
Yeah. No, can't do it. But there is only a few mass markets. So let's hop in. Okay. So first one we've got on the list is called the Alento Tarot, I believe.
That really looks like Robert M. Place artwork, like similarly. Does it not?
It kind of does.
Like, not totally. His faces are usually totally different, but like the aesthetic says Robert M. Place to me.
I totally know what you mean. Oh, wait. Look at the lemnis get wrapped around the heart shapes in the cup. I had seen nothing about this. 8 of Wands. What is happening? Is he flinging?
He's like a catapult.
Yeah, and look, there's playing card. There's the elemental symbol and the clover. And then this is
and look, the clovers are in there. Okay.
And look at this. The catapulty thing is like a horseshoe.
Right. It's like, what is it? The omega symbol upside down?
Like it's like upside down omega. Yeah. Not a horseshoe. Good call on that. It's way more intelligent. Oh my god.
That's where my brain went, was the symbol.
And then this is an 8-pointed star. Right? Yeah. That's really interesting. I feel like there's a lot of intentionality in the shapes. Look, there's even a clover built in over here. Oh, this is
and a fire symbol.
Yeah, on that.
Go in close to one of the other ones. Let's see if they're all kind of like this.
Let me go to, this is the 9 of Cups.
Okay.
So hearts. So we see the playing cards kind of baked in a way. Okay. There's this arrow here. There's a star. There, the 2 cups they're pouring. There's some little dandelions. Those are cute. Which card is this? 9 of Cups. Oh, they're at a wishing well, yo.
Yeah.
Oh, this is kind of interesting. Here we have diamonds.
Look, there's another arrow.
And another arrow. What is the deal with the arrows? It's another 9, though. So is there something with the 9s and the arrows? This is super interesting to me. We still have the snail. Please never forget the snail and the 9 of coins or discs or diamonds or whatever.
Love a snail.
Queen of Cups. Oh, funny little story. It's an Easter egg that I don't know if anybody's found, but basically when we were getting Sassy Dragons Tarot illustrated, I'm going to just come over to camera for a second because I just want to babble for a split second. Okay. When we were having Sassy Dragons illustrated, we were talking about the fact that all of the queens had a companion, like a little critter with them. And the Queen of Cups, like, she didn't really have anybody. And so we were talking to the guys about like a pet rock. So if you look closely in the Sassy Dragons Queen of Cups, you will see that one of the little rocks at the base of her throne actually has a little face on it.
Are you freaking kidding me?
No, because she needed to have a pet, like a companion. Because, like, you know, the Queen of Pentacles, she has like a bunny. And like the Queen of Wands has a cat. Did you find it?
Oh my God.
It's just one of those like things that now whenever I look at the Queen of Cups, I'm like, who's her pet in the card? Does she have one?
Oh my God.
Did you find it? There it is. Yeah.
I am obsessed because it just so easily could have been a hermit crab. That would have been my first.
Yeah. No, but it's a pet rock.
It's a pet rock. And
what a pet rock.
This made me so happy.
This is how you can tell Peggy had her little fingers in tarot deck creation because she's like, pet rock. Of course. Naturally.
Of course it is.
I don't know why this deck. But this deck made me think of that because I don't know why. I don't know why I went there, but like, what was it? Because she does.
She has a little hermit crab.
A little hermit crab friend. And I was like, oh, she has a friend. Oh, good. I like always look for that now. Oh, she also has like a critter up here, and I'm not.
Yeah, she has what is it? Like some type of heron or something,
or ibis or something. No, I don't know. And her throne is like that is some angry piranha toothy fish or something. Sea dragon on the back of her throne.
Wow.
I am fascinated by this deck because the art is kind of stripped back, but there's so many different things you can hone in on. Like what's under his table in this magician. Like there's the caduceus. There's I don't know what you call those things.
There's like a pixie Tudor rose and a fleur-de-lis back there.
Yeah. He's got his little owl giving him side eye, which is amazing.
Oh my God.
His candle lit at both ends. And every suit symbol has the spade, club, heart, and diamond in it. This is so fascinating to me.
I wish I was a bigger fan of the art. The art is a big turn off for me just because it's not my style.
Wait, there's zodiac cards. Look at.
Oh, 2 of fishes. Or the 2 fishes.
So it's Pisces, right? Pisces?
Yeah.
So the art, not you. Like this is totally speaking my speak because of course it's like kind of cartoonish and goofy. So like it's 100 card deck.
Oh my God.
I'll send
zodiac cards, 7 virtues.
Yep.
And lesser known trump cards.
So that's what they do. What deck did this? The Spacious Tarot. They added an expansion. And instead of the virtues, which is, I think it's what is the, dang it, somebody's going to be screaming at their television or their device right now. There's a term for this type of deck where you add the zodiac signs and the virtues because the Spacious Tarot did it in an expansion, but they changed the virtues to be like a little bit more expansive, I think. Triumph. Oh, it says it right here. The lesser known Triumph cards, including the Dragon and the Grail. Oh, this is so freaking interesting to me. I might need to buy this. Because I'm really liking the intuitive hits from all these like little things you can hone in on.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in these cards for such a, and I'm gonna like say simplistic art style. It's not simple, but I mean simple lines. Like it doesn't seem like it seems so vast. Like you said, it seems very stripped down, but it's packed full.
Yeah, I find this just really interesting.
That is really interesting.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pin that one. That one's super fascinating to me. Oh, sorry, guys. Actual information. So it comes out on the 16th. So by the time you see this, it'll be out. Oh, it looks like it's out now. So I think you can get it now in the US anyway. So yeah, $29.95 US. But it says it explores numerological and Kabbalistic insights, casting light on hidden and forgotten knowledge while presenting an engaging new approach to the tarot. I want to look up a flip through of this like right now. I mean, obviously we're recording, but like in general, like
Obviously.
kind of right now.
But yeah, I'm like curious. Well, and then it says it's out tomorrow. So, well, for us, for me and Lisa today, it's out tomorrow. So I'm curious to see if people have gotten a preview copy already, or if after tomorrow we might start seeing some.
We might start seeing something.
So probably if people are getting this before this airs, we might be able to start seeing some.
Yeah, I'm excited about this though. I think this has a lot of promise. Okay, well, that's a strong start. So the next one is the Witch's Shadow Work Oracle, 40 cards for wandering through the forest of your subconscious. All right.
Okay. I'm digging this artwork.
Doesn't this immediately remind you of the Seasons of the Witch decks a little bit?
Yes.
In art style? I don't know that it's the same. Do we not have any previews? Hello?
Are you kidding
What is
me?
happening? Why? Because first of all, mass market shadow work deck, yes, please. There's suits. There's okay, so it says the cards are divided into 4 suits. The invisible world, which contains memories, the inner child, the subconscious, the chakras, the breath, magic, and spirit guides. That's a lot. The dream world, full of dream symbolism, Jungian shadow archetypes, common dreams of the shadow self. The natural world, resplendent with forest, ocean, moon, stars, animals, and birds, caves, rivers, and lakes. And the imagined world, the realm of folklore, fairy tale, myths, legends, and wise women.
That's cool.
Like, what do the cards look like, though? Hello?
None?
It's due out June 3rd, people.
Hold on. The Witch's Shadow Work. Let me see if I can find anything.
Same. Yeah, here we go. Is this Penguin Random House? Yeah.
Yeah, Penguin Random House has it.
I found one singular photo, so let me, I guess, share that.
Probably the same one that I found.
Is it this one?
Oh, wait, I found some from, like, other people, but...
So, I can see this. Can you see this on the...
That's cool. Yeah. I have... Oh, you're not going to be able to see it anyway. But there's someone that has some laid out. But...
Go back. Oh, is it? Let me see if I can bring it up. Okay, here. Let me see if I can make... Can I not bring the picture into this? Oh, good Lord. Let me open it in a new tab. Share this tab. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Now we can see them. Okay, so they're titled, not keyworded. And these are a little fuzzy as I zoom in, but we have like the moon, the raven, the woodcutter, the mask, the bereaved. I like the art style.
I love the art style, but I don't know if I like those titles instead of keywords. But I'm like that with every oracle.
Same.
I really love this art.
I don't know, like there's like some that have like this white background, and then there's ones that have colored backgrounds and then like a white bar on the bottom. I don't love that. It feels like we're skipping between different, like no backgrounds, no backgrounds.
Yeah.
Which I don't love.
Well, no, I was going to say, well, it looks like the characters, but it's not. It's just kind of whatever. I love the color palette. Good Lord, it's beautiful.
It's that muted, earthy watercolor look. That's cool.
I love it so much.
Yeah. I really wish there was a little bit more. I'm going to go back to the Amazon. I wish there was a little bit more to show on this.
I know.
And to like explore. But honestly, 40 cards gives me a little pause anyways. It's a little slim. I mean, it's not like I've bought 40 card oracles before. I'm really just being a snob. But I'd like to see a few more cards. Unfortunately, without keywords, it's pretty much a non-starter for me because I've just found that then I have to add my own keywords and it's a whole thing. Yeah. And I just don't always want to do that. I just don't.
Same. Yeah. I had that conversation with myself today. Tell me. Or yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I don't know. But if you are curious about this, it's due out June 3rd and it's $24.99 US currently.
Not bad.
So keep your eyes out. Okay. This is just completely self-indulgent. I have so many feelings.
Wait, it's the pocket edition. I was like, wait, this is not new though.
Yeah, it's not new. I actually, funny story. I had finally decided that I could probably move this out of my collection. And then they go and do this. And like, here's the thing. That's fine. Sure. But like, what's convenient about these? Do you have any of the Blue Angel Pocket Oracles?
No, I don't
Okay.
think so.
Because what's super freaking convenient about these is we have like the messages right on the back. So they're like pocket. Like I have the Mother Mary one.
Okay.
And they're like a nice like size around that luxurious Blue Angel, like buttery kind of cardstock, the matte laminated. And they're like the perfect size. And then instead of having to like go into a guidebook or whatever, you just flip it over and there's a message. I'll show you on here because they've got a yeah. So it's like this. So instead of and these are the perfect like bedtime decks. I love this kind of thing for bedtime because I like to have a little stack. I have like a little stack of decks by my bed, and I crawl into bed. I pull out my little stack, and I like things like this where I just get the message right away. And like how cute. It's the exact same deck as far as I can tell as the full size, but with the messages on the back.
Well, that's kind of cool though.
Yeah.
I don't have any of Jasmine. What is it? Jasmine Beckett Smith? I don't have any of her decks.
I know. And it's such an acquired it's like you either have the like taste for this or you don't.
You want to know why I think I don't?
Why?
Real talk.
Hot take,
because when I was young, okay, so in the 90s we had Precious Moments. Yeah. Precious Moments. And everything was freaking Precious Moments, and it was little kids with big old heads and the same kind of like pouty look on their face. And I think I got so sick of Precious Moments that now every time I see this, I'm just like, no, thank you. Like to the point, like someone bought me, I had a Precious Moments Bible, children's Bible with my name printed on it.
Like engraved on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so wholesome. But I think I shouldn't say everybody got a Precious Moments Bible. They were everywhere though.
They were everywhere. They were
everywhere. Yeah, they
80s and 90s. Excuse me, that was probably the 80s. That was the 80s when I got that.
My grandma on my dad's side collected Precious Moments. So she had whole hutches just stacked full of Precious Moments figurines. They were everywhere. And I thought they were the cutest, sweetest thing.
Of course, they were adorable.
They were also is ubiquitous am I using that word correctly? I don't know.
You were asking the wrong person.
Fair. But I had to show this because I'm excited about this. I want to own this, even though I'm probably rehoming the full size. Because I just but the thing about I don't know what it is with JBG decks. I'm equally charmed by them, and then for some reason they don't often gel with me as like readers. But for a sweet little bedtime deck with like an Alice theme, this makes my heart happy. So I'm probably gonna buy it because I have no self-control. But like,
I love the Alice theme. I love it does have a really good, I guess, way about that. I think what it is about her decks in particular is that while it is her art and it is the same types of characters, they are very different aesthetically.
Oh yeah, her art style, it runs the gambit, and that can make her decks feel almost like a collab deck.
It does. And I think that's another big issue. Yeah.
Yeah. I think with some of my other, I ultimately, I always seem to like fall madly in love with her decks and then move them on, and then fall madly in love and then move them on. And I think that's part of the factor. One of the factors why is because I just keep feeling like it doesn't feel as cohesive as so many other things. And so, but I have this, like, I'm kind of in a toxic relationship with her work because I just keep wanting to go back to it. And like, but then I get annoyed and then I'll like pass it along and then I want it back again. I don't know if it's partly because it's so reminiscent of like you said, like the 90s for me. It brings me right back to like Baby Witch days, and her art was everywhere, and there was calendars and coloring books and just all the things.
Yep.
I don't know if that's part of it, but it's one of those things. I can't quite completely shake it.
I get it.
It's a thing. But that's actually all we have for mass market. So let's get into some indie goodness.
Wow. All right.
Alrighty, let's hop over to the Dream Vision Tarot 3 Seed of Light 2025. Okay. Do you have any of the versions of this deck?
It seemed very familiar to me. right off the bat, I don't think so though.
It's this. It's let me see.
Oh no, yeah, that's definitely not my style. Yeah, no.
I adore you and how sure of yourself you are. You are the voice of reason in these hot takes. Because I'm over here like everybody buy all the things, and you're over here like, yeah, not for me. Yeah, not
Yeah,
for me.
no,
I
no.
said to Danny earlier, I was like, I think I might have some things that you might maybe perhaps be a little bit interested in.
Wait, no, that you might be moderately interested.
Oh yeah, might be moderately interested in. And she was cracking up. She's like, of course. Listen, y'all, I have to tell you, the dream. What is the actual original one called? What did I just say it was called? Dream Vision Tarot. I am obsessed with this deck. I have the first edition. I haven't bought any of the more recent editions. Wait, have you seen? Let me just grab it. This is the one that has like the eyeballs down the back, which is not my favorite back. I like a lot of her other backs.
And see, I like the backs of those.
You all like, this is just, there's something about this that makes me feel like I'm talking directly to spirit. This is, if I was going to say I had like an angel deck or like a guides deck, it's this one, like a spirit guides deck.
I could see that for sure. Now, let me ask you this. Through the other iterations, are they the same cards, just different backs and presentations?
Well, so I know that in the second edition, she moved the titles from being all at the bottom to like integrating them into the artwork.
Okay.
Which I think was probably a fairly like divisive choice.
Yeah.
It looks like they're back on the bottom now for this third edition.
It looks like it.
And it looks to me like, if I'm looking at these cards, they're mostly the same, but I definitely see some art that's been updated.
Okay.
The backs are definitely updated, and they're a yellow instead of this holographic silver on the sides.
I dig the yellow a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that has got to be the star. I think some of the art's been updated for sure. And somebody can maybe chime in down below how many of the cards may have changed. I think some have been updated for sure. I'm going to see if I can find the star, so at least we have the answer on that. Because I can't. But like, okay, like this is the twins instead of the lovers. Like, let me go. Let's see. We just saw the lovers in this one. Okay, yeah. So this is what the lovers look like originally. And this is what the lovers look like originally. And then now it looks like that. So it's
okay. So it's very similar. It's just like further up.
Yeah, like the art is like zoomed out more. It looks like it's like you're a little less close to it,
and like different colors. Yeah,
and it's
like slightly different colors. Yeah.
Yeah, like I think where this is like kind of like a midnight blue. That's like gone more like cerulean, or like, it's like more
Prussian blue, that like brighter.
I think she leaned more into the pastels, because we've got cards with like these really dark, like deep blues, and I feel like that's gone a little bit more, a little brighter, a little softer,
brighter,
pastel. Yeah. But there is something so special about this creator and their art and I just cannot get enough. I think she's actually working right now on an Alice themed deck, but it's very different. It's very out of the box. Yeah.
Okay.
But but you have to tell me, I guess, what do you think? We don't have to tell me, but I don't want you to tell me. What do you think of this art style though, for you?
The art style for me is a no, just because it's not normally what I would go to. Mostly because if I want that type of energy, I'm going to go into Zeke's Arcana. I'm going to go into the Empyrean Tarot. I'm going to go even to something a little, I'm going to say it's similar, but a little more quirky, into a space of like Gentle Thrills Tarot or something like that. It's like, when I go for those colors, I usually don't like, for me, I'm going to say like these alien type angel beings are not normally
your thing.
My thing. Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah. See, here's the star, and then here's the old star.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So it's very different.
You can really see the color shift. Like this webbing is still in the background here, but there it's so much brighter and so much.
And again, it's like we're pulled out of the scene. So that's very interesting.
Yep. I have to say, one of my favorite things this deck ever did, and I don't know if she changed it in later editions, because I think it might have confused people, was what she did with the moon. I'm going to make it full so you can see it. Because what she did.
Oh my God, is it like the glow? Oh.
It's also blurry. Look at, she made it so that the text on the bottom is actually a bit blurry.
That is so cool.
It's so cool. It's the only card like that in the deck. And I do not think for a second that was an accident. I think she talked about it actually as being intentional. But
so smart.
It was so smart. I know. I love it. But yeah, like
That's
this
so
first one,
clever.
this one didn't even have a guidebook. Like it was cards, box, done. But it is a spectacular reader. So if you're interested in the 3rd edition, I didn't even show any information. So y'all, I don't know how to do this anymore. Let's do this. How do we do this again?
I don't know. We just wing it.
It looks like it's on sale right now, but I think this is a pre-order. Oh yeah, here we go. She's offering a discount from May 13th to June 13th. So like we slotted in this window perfectly for if you want to scoop this up on a discount. Free US shipping is available during the time limited offer, and international fulfillment will be handled in collaboration with Vermilion Collection to ensure a smooth and timely global delivery. Okay, here it is. Estimated shipping and delivery window is mid-June to mid-July. So I'm expecting she's going to be gathering pre-orders and then placing her production. And she has a limit of 4 decks per customer. That's a really good price. Frick. Do I need to pre-order this new edition? I might. Frick. What's the card stock? Oh, she's got an unboxing video. How cute is that? Oh my God. Oh, enhanced silk ultra matte coating. So here's my thinking. I want to watch her walk through because enhanced silk makes me wonder if this is a rose petal finish, because sometimes when you see that silk finish, sometimes when there's either soft touch or silk or satin descriptions, a lot of times those end up being rose petal. It depends on the printer. Like
sticky rose petally.
Sometimes
like very,
I like though a rose petal on a
I like the feel of it in my hand. I really do. I just don't care for shuffling with them because I find they clump so bad.
Mind you, I have smooth ones and I have rough ones. So I have ones that like really.
But there's some that like I swear they grip tight. They grip tight.
They might as well be suction cupped to each other. I know there are some like that for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
But oh my gosh, I'm kind of tempted to scoop this up at that price for realsies.
That is a really good price for them.
Yeah, I don't know what Canada shipping will be, but I'll just pin this tab. It's fine. It's fine.
How many
have you only like 2 so far that I've pinned.
Okay.
I'm doing all right. I'm okay. It's fine. Oh, plus the Alice in the Wonderland. So maybe 3 technically. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Anyways, here's another indie we can talk about. The Triumphy della Luna. So this is actually the illustrated pip edition of the Triumphy della Luna is coming out mass market. So Patrick Valenza on his website is taking pre-orders. So you can order them from him. By the way, y'all, this is a really great way to support creators. If you ever get the chance to, I'm sleeping on it. I should really get my books up somewhere.
Bro, I love this deck.
Yeah?
I love this deck.
Tell me about it, because the fire out the ass is what lost me.
I know you hate it, but it's like my favorite freaking thing. This one is like, it's like if you took the characters from the Deviant Moon Tarot and they all got this really great sense of humor, and you put them all together on this own little, like their own little island. And I don't know why I love the absurdity of this one so much. I feel like it fits the style. I feel it fits with the illustrated pips. Yeah. Even more so than it did with the Marseille. Although it really vibed with the Marseille because, you know, the Marseille has its own little quirky things, right? But this is like taking that and expanding it into the illustrated pips. And those illustrated pips just like really bring out all the personality. I love the deck. I bought the deck. I have most of his decks, to be honest. I was staunchly against them until I got one in my hands, and then I fell in love.
That was me. Yeah, that was exactly my experience, except for what happened for me is I was like, oh my God, all of his work is so creepy. I can't. It's beautiful, but it's creepy. And so I got Deviant Moon in my hand, and I was like, wow, this is really special. Fell in love with it. And was like, I must like all of his stuff. And every time I get anything else by him, I'm like, this is creepy. I don't like it. Every single time. Have
you gotten the big book for the Deviant Moon? Me too.
It was gifted to me. And it's like a treasure. I know.
I love that.
It was the sweetest thing. But yeah, like I actually really want to do a member study with the Deviant Moon at some point.
You really should. It's such,
there's so much.
I'm just, there's so much to his artwork because there is a whole world that he created. This is a whole world. There's a host of characters. everybody looks like they belong together no matter which. Now, I mean, I know he's got like the Mildred Payne and stuff. I don't really mess with those like that. I don't have those. But like I have his Triumphys, I have his, Deviant Moons, the Abandoned Oracle, the what is it, Zammer twins? I always say that wrong. But like I love this art style and I love the world that he created and I love his imagination and it's the story that sold me on his stuff.
Yeah, there's so much richness to the world. The Deviant Moon characters to me feel like they live and breathe in those cards. Like they feel so alive. And maybe that's what it was. I don't know. There was something about, I don't know. Like,
and this one brings that vintage feel that I love so much.
Yes.
So it really just sits, excuse me, so well.
Have you ever paired this with that witch tarot you have that I always think of, the really stripped back, like kind of woodcut looking?
This one. The Age of Witchery?
Age of Witchery.
I have paired some of the oracles together. I paired the Abandoned Oracle with the Age of Witchery, which was really cool. I've also paired the Zammer twins with this, which is really cool.
So the thing I'm thinking with this is he's doing pre-orders on his site because he's going to have his own like author copies. Oh, that's what I was saying earlier. If you want to support a creator, especially if something's coming out mass market, if the creator themselves is offering direct signed copies, a cool thing to know is that now I can't speak for everybody else. I can just say that it's pretty standard to receive like author copies when you do for mass market, right? So you get a small amount as part of your like kind of payment for the product, right? For the deck or the book or whatever. And so it's nice because then as a creator, you have these copies yourself that you can sell or sign or send or do whatever you're going to do with. So it's a neat way to sort of support the creator directly. So it's cool that he has this up on his website. I cannot find this yet available with the release date on Amazon. He does say that these are due out August, early September. So I kind of put this in the indie category because it's sort of indie because you're getting it from him directly.
Yeah.
But it is mass market and it's $24 US. So there is this option. What does he say? Standard edition. Yes. Full mass market deck and an exclusive mystery bonus Triumphy art card only available when ordered directly from the artist. So that's
awesome. That's great.
Yeah. So if you want to get it directly from him, you can get it from Patrick Valenza's deviantmooninc.com site. I'll have that link down below. But I think it's cool that this is coming out mass market. I think his stuff, I'd love to see all of his stuff in the mass market.
I know.
Right down to Mildred Payne. Mildred Payne was a fun deck. I worked with it for a long time.
Did you? I've never got it, so I never worked with it. I couldn't really speak to it, but like it was really cool. I just didn't know what I would use it for. But I mean, I say that with everything, and I find something to do with it.
I got sucked in the early days when it was like when you put the back together, it made
it made the whole thing. Like I like geeked out watching people put everything together. So I mean, I can't say that I missed
there was
out.
like lore and there was like all these like story bits, but then I missed some. Like there was like special cards that came out. There was like a whole one where a shovel card came out. There's a whole little mini story. He puts a lot of like creative energy into the stuff that he does. Yes. So yeah, big fan for sure. But this one, I don't know. We'll see. I had it in my hands as an indie version sometime back. I did. I had this and I had the Pip version and I preferred the Pip over the illustrated. But even still, I never reached for it. But I mean, now I'm like looking at it and I'm like, well, did I already rehome it? Maybe it's in my purgatory drawer. Maybe I should go see if I can dig it back out and look at it again. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'd feel different. I don't know.
I would. If it's still there, go look. Go look at it again. Play with it.
I might need to. Need to. Okay. Did you know that the Oracle of Oddities is coming back as one combined deck?
Shut your mouth.
No.
Are we getting new cards? Because I already have all of them, but I don't need another.
Do you have them all? I didn't know if you had them all. So I don't know if there's going to be new. Let's see. Because I think she said it was in her newsletter. Oh, there's like no information on here. Shoot. Okay. In her newsletter. Oh, wait. No, yes, there is. Description. Here we go. So the pre-order is opening May 28th. So this is an early look, but it says discover the reimagined Oracle of Oddities Oracle deck, originally released in 3 separate editions. This beloved Oracle deck has undergone a transformative makeover and is now brought together into one stunning collection. The new one features a harmonious blend of original cards paired with brand new additions.
Oh my God.
Each card has been meticulously redesigned and updated to enhance your divination practice. So the exact number of Oracle cards is still being finalized, ensuring a perfect balance of old favorites and exciting new designs. A 350 GSM matte cardstock. Now, I really like, though, I gotta say, the original cardstock.
I
It's
do
kind of
like
like
their
playing
card
card
stock.
style.
Yeah.
And like, oh. Anyways, 2-piece rigid box. And if I remember correctly from the newsletter update, she was saying that like part of it was to remove duplicates because I know that getting all
Yeah,
three
there was only a few though. There was only like
a few.
3 or 4. Like there wasn't that many in over 3 decks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dreams and Nightmares, those are the same. See, those are new.
Which
That
growth,
growth,
hope, and
Hope is the same.
intuition and growth are new. Yeah, the mushrooms. I don't remember this one.
Yeah, I don't remember the mushrooms. I don't remember that intuition. That is, might have to buy this. Damn it.
See, I said there might be
You
some.
did say I'm a sucker for
for
Claire's work like this. I am such a sucker.
It's good.
I love it so much.
This is the one that I'm obsessed with. I tried with all of her other stuff. I tried with an Antique Anatomy, and it just never quite. It's beautiful, but I just never quite bonded with it. But I love this deck. It is such a good reader. The way everything is put together on the cards, the choice of keywords, it is phenomenal. And I am a humongous fan of this deck.
Same.
So I don't know if I'll buy it. I might wait for somebody else to buy it and do a walkthrough because one of the things I love about the original, believe it or not, is that cardstock. I really love that, like that nice, snappy, bendy, flexy cardstock. And 350 matte is usually a little stiffer. Oh, plus mine has so many cards in it, and I'm like, if she,
I know.
I don't know how many cards. I want to know how many cards, but keep your eyes out because
I am going to keep my eyes peeled for this because I'm a sucker. I have Memento Mori, I have Antique Anatomy, I have all 3 of the oddities. Matter of fact, my sister-in-law managed to find, I couldn't find the first one for ages. My sister-in-law managed to find me the second one and got it for me for Christmas, and then I snacked up the other one, and like I worked hard at that, man. Like I wanted it so bad.
I remember I lucked out and found all 3 in stock at like a second retailer after they were out of print. I found a shop. I can't remember where. And
I bet I know where it's at. There was one that had it for a while. I ordered mine from them. Yeah.
Yep. But these, I mean, if you like the aesthetic look of this, I will say Oracle of Oddities, in my opinion, is the most readable just out the box. You can just intuition, the keywords, the art works so beautifully together. And like, I think that what's the Lenormand one called again? Memento Mori?
Memento Mori.
Memento Mori is stunning, but it's like that object thing where there's not, I've never owned it, to be fair, so I've never given it a shot, but there is that extra layer of like assigning your own meanings to the objects and stuff like that, right?
And
you
can wing it. Listen, you lay those things out, I'm telling you, you're going to find every piece. Yeah.
Out of curiosity, is she still, I'm just looking. I have had Compendium of Constellations.
I have that one. I have a few different Memento Moris. I don't have the people.
Is everything sold out?
Memento Mori is probably sold out. All the extra stuff for sure. See, that one I don't have the ancestors because I don't need that.
Oh, is this just ancestors? Oh, where's the
yeah, that's only that.
Oh, Memento Mori. Oh, it's sold out too. Well, dang it. Dang it. But see, yeah, I know people who have been like, oh, this is what it means. Oh, this is what it means. And I'm like, I don't know. I should probably just listen to myself. But then again, I mean, I just think her work is so beautiful.
It is. It's so absolutely stunning.
Anyway, but yeah, Oracle of Oddities pre-order. That's what we were supposed to be talking about. Yeah, opens May 28th. So when you see this video, you still got another week or so to go. So when you go to the link, it's going to say sold out, but there's a notify me when available button. I would encourage you to click that and follow along, or follow her on social media, or sign up for her newsletter, or whatever, so you know when this drops, because I have a feeling it's going to be pretty popular. My personal prediction.
I bet.
For sure. Yeah.
They always are.
Yeah. Which this brings us to crowdfunded. So, Okay, I'm not going to hover on this too long because I've talked about it a lot.
Oh,
But
okay. I know what this is. That's the one that I watched your whole video on it. I was like
did you?
obsessed about it. I was watching it.
This is on Backer Kit, so not on Kickstarter. So if you go looking, make sure you go to Backer Kit or you click my link down below. But I mean, it's dice. It's Oracle dice. I literally had to go on the campaign. So I interviewed 7 with members only, and then we made it public this last weekend. Well, at the time we're filming, it was last weekend. Time travel. But anyways, there's a live stream you can watch back. That's me and 7 chatting about this project and all their other work and so forth. But I think the Oracle dice is a really cool system. And there is now these like little cheat sheet cards, and 7 actually made it so you can go on the campaign. If you have one of the original editions of the dice, you can even just go on the campaign and get the little cheat sheet cards as like a separate thing. So I backed for that because I'm like, I have these.
That's cool.
So I've got the whole guidebook, but there's also those little cheat sheet cards now. So I've ordered those requested those through this campaign. But really excited to see that 7 met their funding goal. Yay! Congratulations, 7. And you can also go to that campaign page and you can go, I think it's on the community tab or whatever, and they've been doing readings with the dice like throughout the campaign. So at the time you're seeing this, you might still have a couple days left to watch the dice actually being like worked with in action.
That's
and
cool.
I would really encourage you to watch 7 read with them, because I think that really shapes the system. But this campaign is for the original edition, like the most updated version of that original set, plus a new set, all kinds of different combos of stuff you can back. You have until May 22nd at 2 p.m. Pacific. And I think our video comes out on May 20th. So you'll only have a couple days by the time you see this. So get on it if you're interested. There's 7 days. Well, there'll be like 2 days left when you see it. Flight of the Butterfly.
This,
I don't know.
Like initially, like I'm like looking at it and I'm like, why does this look so familiar? This has a lot of different vibes going on.
You know why it looks familiar?
Why?
Because this is the artist of the Tarot of the Sacred Bee.
Okay. I was like, why does this feel so similar to something, but like not butterfly? Like it's like the same but different. Okay. So we have a similar creator. I'm like trying to pinpoint why I felt like this looked so familiar.
And I'm excited because, and I haven't decided if I'm going to back it, but I'm excited because I love this artwork. I love the layers. I love the bright colors. I love all of it, but I could not get on with the bee thing. But there are so many people who love the Tarot of the Sacred Bee Tarot and the Sacred Bee Oracle who probably don't even know this is out there. So like, this was my mission. Like, you need to know this is out here. And at the time you're seeing it, you only have a couple days, but this is on Backer Kit. So I just don't think it's gotten the same amount of attention as Sacred Bee, which was over on Kickstarter. But she's just squeaked over her funding goal. So she's just barely funded right now, but she deserves so much more funding. This is not just butterfly themed tarot. This is based on Psyche, the Greek goddess of the soul, and Eros, the Greek goddess of love and the son of Aphrodite. So it is completely based on Psyche's story. She's got Psyche's story mapped to the Fool's Journey, and she's got graphics that show that in here. If you are interested in Greek mythology, if you're interested in the story of Psyche, I think you might find some really cool layers to this deck. And nobody has been talking about it that I've seen. And I'm like, why? How? It's beautiful. And
it's got some really pretty colors. It does have really great layers. Like, I'm so negative. I'm not a butterfly.
Danny's like, if it's colorful, sparkly,
and it's got wings, especially butterflies, like, I
get it. Like, I mean, obviously I had the thing with bees, but like the Ace of Wands shows a butterfly like emerging from cocoon. Like,
so pretty.
I just
like, what happened to moths though? Like, y'all give me a moth tarot, I'll probably snatch it up.
No, of course you would. Do you know how many people are like exactly the opposite? They're like, moths are scary and butterflies are okay.
Moths have these like cute little fuzzies sometimes, and they're like, oh my god, I love moths.
Okay.
Butterflies, okay, but I'm a journaler, right? Oh, so if you go into any sort of vintage ephemera, you are going to get 85 butterflies and like 2 things that you actually want and need.
Oh my god.
You're biased against butterflies.
You're not wrong. I do understand that. But at the same time, moths, the way they fly are terrifying.
They fly.
No, butterflies like flit. Moths are like dive bombing you. Tell me I'm wrong.
I love them though. They're so
I do
great.
actually. I'm not terrified of moths. And if they're still, I think they're really beautiful. And if they're just moving slowly, they're beautiful. It's just their flight patterns can be a little bit erratic feeling, and they are beefier. They have beefier bodies. And those
No, I'm
beefier
here for the
bodies
chaos.
are alarming. Of course. Okay, y'all, you heard it here first. Ms. Danny needs a moth deck. Somebody needs to get on it.
Somebody needs to get on it because I'm not doing
Creepier
it.
the
But
better.
I want it. I want to see it. Give me one like that, but with a beautiful nighttime moth. And I am here for all the things.
I do love a good Luna moth. They are beautiful.
Those are beautiful. But those are more like butterflies. I can do without them.
See, I'm like trying to find a meeting point here.
I know. I need a deadhead moth. I need some like woodsy, scrunchy. I love them. Yeah.
Oh my god.
They're more of my color palette. That is really cool. I like the layers of it. That's really neat.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm real tempted by this. Yeah. She did the Tarot of the Sacred. Yeah. Journey of the Sacred Bee, Wisdom of the Sacred Bee Oracle, Keeper of the Sacred Bee Tarot. Is there a second Sacred Bee Tarot?
I don't know.
There might be. There might have been two.
Unless it was Indian and mass market. So it's listed twice.
I thought it was all still indie, but maybe it's possible. There's also Mystic
Am I
Augur and
tripping?
Sage.
I thought it was mass market now. Maybe I'm tripping.
Oh, maybe it is mass market. Maybe I'm out of the loop, y'all. I don't know. This has me excited. I think this is really, really beautiful. I'm real tempted.
I really do like the tones that she put in. So when you lay your cards out, you're going to know what suit you're in immediately.
Yes.
I like
absolutely.
that. I love that.
It feels, it's so luscious.
I like the collage that she does a lot.
Yeah, me too. I think it's really pretty. So I'm super tempted by this. I love the backs. I really like this.
I'm not a fan of the backs, and I'm not a fan of the
fronts,
pink suit, but I still see the beauty in it.
I know you do. I'm enjoying giving you crap, but I know you do. I know you do. But I just see pretty butterflies and pretty art, and then I get to, if I want to dig into the psyche myth, I can, and that just excites me. I think is where I'm at.
See, and I'm like, take that part out and give me that part, and I'll take that part.
She's like, I want the psyche deck. I just don't want the butterflies.
I know.
Yeah, that's valid.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, you're such a monkey and I love you. Okay, so y'all don't sleep on the backer kit projects. I'm just saying there's some cool stuff over there, so make sure you're checking them out because there's some beautiful things and they deserve attention. Because I was really shocked. Now I should say I'm a little shocked, but not a lot shocked, because obviously people were really nervous with all the things going on with shipping rates and tariffs and blah blah blah. But most creators I know are finding a way through that mess, and now it seems to be settling a bit, so hopefully people feel more comfortable supporting art and artists, because listen, they're all struggling out there. So
yeah, if
you see something you like, and if you have questions, I'm sure most creators will be happy to answer them. So if you're nervous about how things are going to go, just message them. Just be like, what can I expect? What can you tell me? How are you handling this? And I'm sure they'll be happy to tell you what they do know. But I think things are going to be pretty chill by the time most of these projects come to the point of shipping. So
I agree.
But I just think this deserves so much more funding than it got. So I would love to see it get some attention. But at the time you're watching, you have just a couple of days, because this also ends on May 22nd. This one at 2 p.m. Pacific. And as you can see, there is an event going on right now at Backer Kit called Tarotopia, where there's all this like cross collab stuff. And I don't Seven was kind of explaining to me how some of it works, but it sounds like these different projects are cross collabing. So like if you get this deck, and you also back the one that's collab connected to it, which in this case is called the Moon Care Oracle deck, then you'll get like an extra like perk of some kind. So you might get an extra little goodie in your package or something. I'm not fully sure how it all works, but there's definitely some perks to the cross connections between them all.
Well, it sounds like it's just a good idea to check out Backer Kit right now in general for stuff like that. Yeah. So
if you know of any good projects on there, definitely go check them out. The next one on our list for crowdfunding is the Fox and Crow Tarot. I just thought this was cute. Somebody told me about it. I just thought it was cute. I don't know anything about it. It's only like 42 backers and they're almost at their goal. It's foxes and crows. Like, do you need to know anything else? Probably, right? but it's foxes and crows by Angela Tubbs. That's really about all we know. I just think it's a cool mashup. foxes and crows, and it looks very cute and hand illustrated. I don't know if it is, but it looks cute and hand
It looks really cute. I like the big crow in the center right there.
That one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Listen, the last thing I need right now is another animal deck. I'm just
same. Now, for clarity, you're saying this because you just filmed your animal collection.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny how most of us think we don't have that many animal decks, and then we could do a collection video and you realize you have more than any human has a right to have?
Well, and then, okay, so what surprised me is like, oh, I have a lot. And then I was like, well, I really don't have that stupid ant. I really don't have a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have an incredible amount.
Yeah.
But what I do have, I have noticed very clearly that I need something extra with it if it's just animal, and like everything has a very specific space, so it's like if anything even comes close to that, it's definitely a one in, one out. Like I don't know, I keep saying I don't like animals. I obviously love animals. I love animals. I'm just not always a huge animal deck fan, but having said that, I have quite a few, and I don't need any more.
This is literally, and like you cannot watch my channel for more than 30 seconds and understand why I have more than one, and why I would have any animal deck that does not tell me what the animal is on every single card is a mystery. I don't know why I keep any of them, but I have like the Brady Tarot, I have the Pacific Northwest. I love them both. I barely reach for them, but I'm obsessed with them. I can't explain it. It just is what it is. But do I have any business bringing in any more? No. Do I rehome half the animal decks that come into my collection? Absolutely. Probably 3/4 of them. What is it? What is it? Why do
even out of that little thing, like I got rid of a few of them. Like even with that, even just with what I have, and it's just like I love the whole vibe that it brings. I love the art. I love so much about it. But I know myself. I don't need them. I don't need them.
I'm scared because I'm going to be doing a similar collection categorization at some point. I just have to start filming it. Yeah, thank you so much. And I'm nervous. I'm nervous for categories because I feel like, I don't know, I'm in the kind of mindset where I could see myself being kind of ruthless, which I guess it's good to do a good reset now and again, but
I'm always ruthless. And right now I've been so stagnant as far as like bringing stuff in. Like I really have not been bringing stuff in. So I've been able to sit with my collection for a while, and there's still pieces that I'm like, oh, now like in this space where I am, like, oh, you're either here or you're not. Like, it's very 100%. Cute. One, maybe two that I'm like, I'm gonna agonize over.
So yeah, Fox and Crow Tarot, we're clearly not the target market for this right now, but it's super cute, and I wanted to.
It is cute, and I love both those animals.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a great idea. I find it interesting. They have a lot of like sunny, very illustrative. It's cute.
It is cute. You have until Sunday, May 25th at 1:48 a.m. Pacific time to back it. This person's nearly at their funding goal, so it looks like the deck will probably happen if they get just a few more backers. So if you're interested, check it out for sure. I thought you might want to know about this because don't you have some or all of these?
I have one. I have the botanical.
All right. So this is the Southern Gothic Oracle 2025 trilogy. And I have slept on these the whole time, but I have to say, I'm just looking at this one preview image right now for the first time. And I'm noticing that it says what it is. And then there's keywords.
Yes.
Are they all like that? Have they always been like that?
I believe so. The one that I have is like that. But like for me, like that joint snake, I don't like that.
It's a danger noodle on the front. I know. I'm sorry. You could probably take it out though, because Oracle deck. You could take that.
Because Oracle deck, I could take that sucker out.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's like a boxed.
So
it's like
that's nice.
Oracle. So it's Southern Gothic, Botanical, and the Haunts as a 3-deck trilogy. So Kickstarter backers only unlocked a collector's edition boxed set. It sounds like maybe that was a stretch goal because holy cow, look at the funding. This is incredible. It's doing really well. Let's see what's up with Stacy.
Nice.
Her beautiful work. So Haunts is a new deck. 40 cards inspired by Southern hags, devils, and haunts. Incredible.
That's interesting to me.
And then you said you have the botanical one, the Southern Botanical?
I do have the botanic, which is really good. Looks like some extra cards for that. And I didn't get the Southern Gothic Oracle. It didn't hit me the same way that the Botanics hit me.
Valid. So they're all 3.5 by 5 borderless design now. Anti-scratch lamination on every card, which is that typically when you see that, if you know what that blue angel lamination feels like, that's typically what that's describing. So if you have decks, if you have any blue angel decks that have that really like kind of like super matte, kind of feels almost, it's almost like just a touch waxy feeling, you know what I mean? Like that kind of, I call it buttery, but like that coating. That lamination is usually what's being referred to when you see anti-scratch lamination. It's like a film that goes over the card and gives it that perfect matte, but not rose petal. A 350 GSM, expanded full color paperback guidebook, and a magnetic deluxe box with card cradle.
Wow.
Only, oh, I thought this said only, and I was like, the humility is cute. I thought it said over 1,700 5-star reviews, but no, over 1,700 5-star reviews. That's smart. That's smart to put that up there.
That is smart.
Okay, so
especially with something like this, you know?
Yeah, so let me show you the Hans. Look at the backs, Danny. That's
your
aesthetic. There's a skull, and it's like black and stuff.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, and look, a creepy Mothman right there. Right there.
I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it.
But you got your botanical one, so you're happy, right?
I do have my botanical one. The haunt is very tempting. But here's the problem. I'm going to look at this, and I'm going to look at Southern haunts. And as funny as it is, just like when I think of Southern, I either like I usually automatically go to New Orleans when I think something like that. And as funny as it is, because I'm might be more Southern than New Orleans, but it's like for me, in the same way that people are like Louisiana, oh, New Orleans. Like, no, we're not just New Orleans. I'm like 3 hours away from there. But like when I think of some of these things, that's what I think about is like that kind of culture, because a lot of times what most people think is that. And so like I go in with that same kind of bias, expecting to see all the things I'm familiar with. And they're like up in Appalachia. And I'm like, I don't know what's up in Appalachia.
I will tell you right now, this Hans Oracle is already scaring me.
Oh my God.
I'm such a wimp. But like, it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary, just a little bit. Like, there's a lady with no skin. Like,
that's cool though.
See,
that's cool.
The botanical one though is really pretty. I have a real tough time with botanical decks. I finally found, I think, my dream combo in the Children of Ostara tarot, because I've got the tarot to lean into. I like the way the botanicals are done. I
should have got that one.
You still can. I think it's still available.
Well, you see, I have the Children of Litha.
I can't get on with the Children of Litha. I got both at the same time.
I got that one with the nameless one, and I'm like, I don't think so. It's got animals and pips.
The nameless one? Wait, you're not getting on with the nameless one? The Children of Litha. Yeah, it's animals and pips. Yeah. And there's animals in the nameless one, but the nameless one has other layers.
Yeah, but that's different. Again, there's something different, and it's not an animal deck.
Yeah.
I feel like the Children of Litha is an animal deck. I'm so 100%. Caught up in it because it's so in the forefront of my freaking mind.
It made me so sad. Sorry, we're just hanging out. We're hanging and gossiping, y'all.
Hanging out today.
It made me sad though, because I got into the guidebook for the Children of Litha, and the way the guidebook's written, and it's a beautifully written guidebook, because you know how she writes, right? It's incredible.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is, I'm spoiled because I got into the Children of Ostara first, and it literally says at the top exactly what the plant is and what the like botanical name of the plant is. And then you've got a whole little section with keywords for the plant and all this kind of stuff. So the plant's very woven in. But when I got into the Children of Litha, I'm sure it's all there. And you're right. Most people probably don't need you to tell them that it's like a deer or a stag or what. I need that.
Right.
I need the assistance. And it wasn't there. There wasn't like a place where you could just go it was just on there. Like, this is the animal. And then like a specific section calling out like, this is the symbology of that animal. And I need that. But they have that in the plant one, in the Children of Ostara. And it's really, really well done. It's really well. And I read it. I used it.
Way more. So good. I mean, I love plants. I love plants.
So good. It's so good. Sorry, we're talking about like a totally different deck. But sorry. No, I brought it up.
But I have this one, and it's beautiful. Are those roses new? I mean, those are camellias.
Camellias, yeah.
Okay.
I think it said there is 5 or 6 more new cards
okay.
in this edition.
Oh, it did say that.
It
Okay.
did say, yeah. So there's been some updates. Archangel root. I didn't even know that was a thing, but that's cool.
Yeah.
Watermelon. My thing with decks like
Watermelon.
this is it is more southern, and if it's going to be regionally specific, it's almost like it needs to be my region to make sense.
Yeah, I get that.
To me,
Even
but
some of these I'm not super familiar with, but most of them are, which I love. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit more regional to you.
Yeah. And that's why I was like, the haunts, it's like I want, like, I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna expect to see all the things that I'm familiar with. And I know it's not gonna be just what I know, it's gonna be all around the region. And that's why I'm like, I'm just gonna think of like around here, New Orleans or Mississippi, or like.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I think Stacey's an incredibly talented creator, and I think she makes beautiful, beautiful things. And it's 100% worth checking this out. If you are drawn to this, go check it out for sure. It's not hitting my personal aesthetic, so I'm less tempted. But I mean, congratulations to Stacey for a well-funded campaign.
Well done.
Really well.
If you're wondering why, by the way, it was because of the copperhead. That is the season.
She saw another danger noodle.
Yeah, it's the season, and I'm not a fan.
I actually really like snakes. I'm not super free. I had roommates for a bit that had 2 10-foot ball pythons.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
They had their own bedroom until I moved in. Like, I got the snakes room. Like, I moved into the snakes room. But they used to literally like roam. Like, they roamed.
Oh, no. Oh, no. No.
Look at this. They had like dog carriers, like their beds with like heating pads in them, and they would like roam around the house. The only thing you had to be careful about is sitting on the couch, because sometimes they'd hang out under the couch because it's warm down.
Nope. I'm out. I'm gone. I am gone.
I did have to leave the house when they were fed, though. I had to leave the house when they were fed. I couldn't be home for that. but I'm okay.
I saw this one guy. His brother had a nasty python. I'm gonna watch my words. Hanging out in a tank, and I was like, I'm not going over there. Not going over there. Nope. I had a friend that had a tarantula. Thought that would be a good idea. I'm like, if you want something that I'm more terrified of than a snake, it's a spider.
It's a spider. Yeah, I can't do spiders.
I'm not going to your house. Like, I'm not going to your house. I'm not going in your vicinity. No, because I'm not. Nope.
They can escape, but I have to it's funny, but Peggy's like that with snakes too. But I've held snakes. I think most snakes, it depends on the type, but don't forget though, I grew up, the only snakes I was ever actually exposed to, like growing up, were like harmless little gardener snakes, like little green, sweet, whatever. They don't bite you.
They're fine. Like, I don't like.
If I grew up in an area, like if I grew up in an area, like you have snake trauma. Like if I grew up in an area with like snakes, like in the wild, I would feel very differently. I'm quite sure.
I have snakes.
You do have.
I have called my husband to come home from another city to come and get one underneath my building, because I wouldn't go.
No, this is why I'm nervous to visit some tropical locations, because they got giant bugs and spiders and stuff like that, and I just don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it. We're talking about all the creepy crawlies now.
I know. Sorry, y'all. I just didn't want. I just made I made a face and a real like, and I didn't want anybody to think it was like being
the deck
jerk. Yeah.
And then I told the snake story, which was entertaining. But anyways, okay.
Anyway,
congrats to Stacey though.
Congrats to Stacey.
Y'all have until Thursday, May 29th at 6 a.m. Pacific to back this one. So check it out at your leisure if it's calling to you, for sure. Let's take a look at the Deep Dreams Oracle. This is an odd one, but it is really pretty, and it's definitely got a very unique perspective. Let me show you. So this artist is Artanzo. So there's 58 hand illustrated cards, and each one, it's very dream-like, and his art style seems to be a lot of like things in other things. Sorry, there was a snake by accident. I didn't mean that was intentional.
I like the things in the bug.
Yeah, there's lots of things and other things. Like, so you'll see when we get into art. I'm going to open this in a new tab so we can actually see it bigger. So let me share this. You can kind of catch the vibe a little bit. It's very different. Like, there's the skull and there's like fish or sharks or something swimming, and like
there's like a whole landscape in there.
Yeah, and that one's like called Dark Roads, or like La Passage, or Destiny, or the Maze Twins. This is definitely one of those things where like the titles for me end up making it more of a deal breaker because they're not the right kind of like keywords for me.
Same.
But the art is so interesting that I think
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it definitely deserves some attention for being special and different.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Talks about being a dreamscape. Yeah, here's some more art. You can kind of see like I can't make
It's really cool art. It's almost like surreal-ish.
Yeah.
You know, like it's got touches of that in it. And I like a surrealism.
Yeah, like look at this, the AI verse, and it's this like
wow.
I don't know. I found myself like somebody suggested this. I put it on the list and I just sort of found myself scrolling. I normally just throw things on the list and move on. But I just found myself scrolling because there's something really captivating about it. I don't think this would be a good reader for me based on how I look at art and how I interpret. But I thought it was just really unique. And I think there's people out there that are going to just love this.
I agree. Yeah, absolutely. It's the keywords for me are definitely, but I'm sure they have something that explains everything. But I think when it comes to something like this, it's also a very cutesy style. So it doesn't really flow with my style, but I love the concept. I love the way that it's created. I like the things within the things. Like everything is like a glass bubble almost.
Yeah.
Which I find so intriguing. Like I would love to see just their artwork, like just their body of work. And so the best way to do that with some artists is a deck. And I think that this is a spectacular way to do that.
Yeah.
This is beautiful.
And it looks to me like it's going to be this person is a Franco-Peruvian artist based in Paris. It looks to me like the campaign seems to be in both French and English. And I would assume it looks like the guidebook maybe is too. And it also looks like some cards have French titles and some cards have English titles. So there's this kind of like interesting hybrid between the two.
But I mean, when you're looking at something that is a dream, that's kind of a cool thing to do.
I agree. Yeah. And I think there might be there's some different editions you can get. But I just thought this was beautiful. I wanted to highlight this artist's work. It's really cool to see human artists on here doing neat things. And I just wanted to like show it to you all. But it's not one that's necessarily speaking directly to me, but I just find it really interesting to look at. So it's really beautiful.
And they reached their goals. So that's awesome. It will be out in the world. So that's awesome. But yeah, I would definitely, if this interests you, if the art interests you, I would definitely snag it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's really pretty. So you have until Wednesday, June 4th at 12:55 a.m. if you're interested in backing this. Again, it's reached its funding goal. So you got 19 days to go. So this will grow a bit over time for sure. So we have the Ukrainian Night Tarot by Old Gods Temple. Now, the fabulous Barb, the moderator to end all moderators, the moderator that cannot be beat. Oh. She's incredible. Anyways, she brought this to my attention to add to our list. And it's clearly not just her. She does have a Ukrainian background. And she talked about how this really seems special. And it's obviously not just her because holy cow, look at the funding.
Look at the funding. And it deserves it. I have seen this one. I've seen it pop up in my feed. Yeah, it's been popping up in my feed. It's gorgeous.
I have not actually even looked at it yet. So we're going to look at it together because I haven't seen it. Oh, it's like monochromatic.
Yes.
I don't know.
I know you don't like it. This is a Danny deck right here. Barbara, what's she doing?
Look at this.
It's beautiful.
It is really, look at the backs. This has a very old world feel.
That's why I think it's so beautiful.
I'm assuming that's the point.
I don't know much about Ukrainian folklore, history, or whatever. I'm not sure exactly what was put in there. I think folklore maybe. But I love the way it's done. Look at that tower. Look at that demon coming up off the tower. It's beautiful. I love the artwork.
This is definitely, I feel like totally your aesthetic. This is really, wow. It seems really skillful. I'm looking at it and it looks really skillful.
It's beautiful.
Wow.
I'm a sucker too for a dark background. I know it doesn't always hold well on a card. You know, our blacks fade, they get scratchy and whatever, but I'm still a sucker for it.
Oh, it also includes an additional mystery card revealed when the time is right. Interesting. Oh, well, I'm guessing it's been revealed because here it is. But is this, so I don't know enough, but this looks like maybe the titles are in Ukrainian at the top. Is that, Again,
I don't know. I wish I knew more because then I would definitely buy this. But I feel like you know, I'm missing some elements of it, but I think it's so beautiful.
I'm really impressed at how well the funding is going. Oh, look, you can get a wood box for it. Wow.
Oh, God.
That is beautiful.
I love the
I've
flower.
seen a few like Ukrainian themed decks coming out, and like this is definitely a special one. Oh, look it. I don't know what they are, but I want them.
Candle. What? Candle? No.
Handmade
To resemble a spirit guide. What?
Cool. A magical candle made from natural beeswax and herbs. This type of candle made to resemble a Carpathian spirit to guide your craft is traditionally used for divination in Ukrainian magic. Real crystals are used for totem's eyes, or for the totem's eyes, generously handmade for us by Meryl, a talented witch from Uzhrod in the Transcarpathian region of Ukraine. Wow, that's very
amazing. Oh,
for just the candles, because like, I mean, I don't think the deck is for me, but I want some candles. I'll have to look those up. There's a journal. There's all these stretch goals. Holy cow. Yeah, it's really beautiful. I wonder what it says. Yeah, rooted in over a decade of research. So it conjures the haunting beauty of the country's mystical nights where spirits roam the forest, witches gather at mountaintop bonfires, and ancient rituals unfold by moonlight. Each card blends traditional tarot symbolism with a story drawn from the deep well of Ukrainian legend.
wow.
So what I'm wondering is, does the guidebook like get into that? Like, does it say? I would hope so. It looks like it comes with. It looks like it comes with a book, right? Am I making it up?
That looks like a book, right? What
here it is.
Yeah, right there. Art and lore. Oh, yep. So cool.
Read the stories of folk tales behind each major. Yeah.
Amazing.
That's going to be a hardcover book too. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And then there's also a digital edition of the book. So you can get the stories without having to get the physical. Very cool. I am super excited that this is doing so well. I know people were excited about it. It's still got 22 days to go. You have until Saturday, June 7th at 11 a.m. So holy cow. That's a cool one. That's a cool one.
Amazing.
Love it. Love it.
122 minutes.
Amazing.
22 minutes.
Yep. Incredible.
When you put this much heart and soul, obviously, into really showing a culture.
Yeah.
Bravo. Bravo.
Here for it. Well done. Okay, so this next one was requested. It is called Eternum, the Golden Tarot of the Errant. So this is a visionary artist, DEC. I don't know this artist's work. They're very clear that there is no AI. It's such a bummer that fantasy artists that have like a classic fantasy art style have to be so out there with that, because otherwise the assumption nowadays seems like it is AI, because the style is so prevalent. The
style is so prevalent, yeah.
So I'm glad they put that actually right on their header image, but you can actually see images. I'll scroll down, but you can see some images of them like or maybe it's in the video. It might be in the video. I will mute this so that it doesn't start making noise. But I think you can actually see them with the gallery. Yeah, there it is. Hold on. Yeah, you can see them with their pieces behind them. So
that's amazing.
Yeah. The art is actually really cool. You can see them in process doing the pencil work here as well. So they're really making it clear.
I am in awe at people who can produce things like this.
This reminds me, like, it's way more detailed and has way more going on. But like when I was watching, I watched some art being done by the creator of the Zeke's Arcana, actually, because her art has that very vivid, almost digital look to it. And yet when you get up close, you're like, oh, she's painted this. Now, I think his stuff is pencil drawn and then digitally colored.
And then digitally colored. Yeah.
I think. I don't quote me on that. Definitely read the campaign page.
I read the page
about that. But there is a lot of detail in this person's artwork. I feel like this would really speak to people who were interested in decks like the Blood Moon Tarot. There's something kind of similar.
Yeah. I have that one. I love that one.
Do you? Yeah, look at
I have the Blood Moon. Yeah.
Look at the tiny like little bits of shading.
It blows my mind. It blows.
Is that a bird's nest of eyeballs?
Yeah.
Danny loves it. There is something really rich and weird about this art.
It's like fantasy. I know Pan's Labyrinth was a fantasy, but it was like, this seems like different realm, but like still got those creepy, weird vibes. I'm digging this. This is cool.
There is so much happening here. You know what also this reminds me of a little bit is the vibes of the Journey Tarot, but with even more going on.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a real, almost like graphic novel vibe to this. But look at this magician.
Like, doesn't that look like a, oh my God. Where's my mind? Dark crystal.
Dark crystal, a skexis.
Skexis, yes. I'm like, where is my mind? I'm like, the skis.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
And the perspective is really cool. Like there's this kind of like distorted, twisted kind of perspective. I
definitely
mean,
graphic novel, comic realm. It's beautiful. I like that.
It is really, really cool. And again, this is one of those things. I think if you've been drawn to decks like Blood Moon, or if you love like sort of like that fantasy art look,
yeah.
But like, look at the detail.
Look at the surrealism, though. Like, look at the eyes coming off the back, the thing kind of exploding, the turning into a tree. Like, this artwork is phenomenal.
You could just sit and drink this in for how long? You know what I mean?
Forever. I want to see these on a big scale. Like, screw a deck. I want a full gallery where I can just like go and oh my God.
I was literally waiting for your reaction to this card. That is something.
That is so beautiful.
Yeah.
I was not expecting to like it this much.
Yeah, it's really got a lot. Like even the Emperor, like the perspective looking up, the power and the lightning, and then the figure going up the stairs in the front is just
it seems really well thought out.
It does. I thought I was going to dismiss this one out of hand if I'm being real. But like,
are you kidding?
Oh, wait, are they connected?
Are you kidding me?
They're connected.
Do I need this deck? Look at all the eyeballs in there.
Also, look at how it makes one big image when you grid it. That's the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 of eyes. The suit is eyes. It's a suit of eyes.
The suit is eyes.
But also look at that image when you put it all together.
That is so stinking cool.
Okay, do all of them do that? Oh my God. I am losing my mind. Ace of Roses, Ace of Hourglass. So is Hourglass? Hourglass is like coins, which makes sense because time is a resource. Roses would be probably wands. Wait, then what are eyes? Are eyes like, oh, wait, here it is. Eyes are intellectual energy, so swords. Roses are emotional energy, so cups. Wands are serpents, creative sexual energy. So that might be your deal breaker. Hourglasses are material energy. Let's go look at the serpents and see if that. But these are so beautiful, though. This does not look digitally colored to me, though. Does it look digitally colored to you?
At all? No, this is not at all.
It's almost like colored pencil or.
Yeah, he had to have scanned in his finished artwork to he had to digitize his artwork. He had.
So here's the full.
There's the full piece. Yep.
From 2 to 10, you will form this picture for the eyes suit. Please tell me it does that on all the suits. Hello, Mr. Artist Man. Hello, tell us. We need to know. Do you do this through all? Where's the other suits? I need to know. Is it just the eye suit that does that?
No.
What do the other suits look like? Hold on. Come back. Okay, wait. I need to know.
Is this finished?
I don't know. I don't know. Hold on.
No, it's got to be finished.
The whole deck. We haven't seen any of the serpents cards, have we?
We've only seen eyes. And
okay,
those
some examples of the 4 symbols taken from some of the artworks. Okay.
Okay, so I need to see them all first.
Yeah, all the minor cards are fully illustrated, no pip style. I'm just going to scroll. I'm sorry for being obnoxious, but I just want to see if there's a place to see the rest. He might be keeping some, I wish creators wouldn't do this though. Oh, original artworks. Hold on. Original artworks. Okay, those are just majors. Oh, but is it all done? It's kind of hard to tell. I want to like go find them on social media or something to like check. Creator. Okay, let's just click their website real quick. We're just going to side quest for just a second. Okay. Art book, about us, coloring book. No, I can't. No, there's nothing coming through here that's going to give us the answer. All right. Well,
I know I'm going to check out his art because I'm sold on his art for sure.
Yeah, the art is awesome. And you've got
art of
tons of time. DEC, yeah. DEC Art Company. Artist is Davide Edoardo Cassano, Italian visionary artist and illustrator.
Wow.
Oh, I could have just gone here. Yeah, DEC Art, Edoardo Mancinelli. Yeah. So he does have links to his art sites. There's a US and an Italian art site you can click through to go to. So you can check that out there. He's also got an art book that he funded, well funded. So you could probably get his art book actually.
Oh, wow.
Which would be cool. But anyways, this is very, very cool. I would want to see all the completed cards, unfortunately, but that is so neat how they were all taken out of one piece. That like the way that they were, that's very, very cool.
That is so cool.
It's super well funded, so congratulations to him. And you have until Tuesday, June 10th, 3 p.m. Pacific to back it. All right, so this is cool, and they're far away from their funding goal right now, and I think they deserve to be further along. But this is the Wisdom of Wholeness Shadow Work Journal. So this is by the creators of the Wisdom of the Shadow, and the Wisdom of the Divine Feminine decks.
Okay.
Have you seen those?
I've seen those.
Yeah, so they've done a shadow work journal, and it looks really beautiful. I'm just going to pull up the sample pages. Yeah, I think they've worked really hard on it because it's like everything. Like this is an inner child ritual with a dear inner child activity. It's not just like journal prompts and pretty art. It's like full-on activities and practices all the way through.
That's cool.
It looks incredible. It looks really well thought out. I'm going to open up another page to show.
I didn't see the. Okay, there you go. I see it now.
Oh, sorry. Did you see the first one I showed?
No.
Oh, I never, yeah. Let me show you the first one. This is the other one I showed. So there's the inner child ritual, feel your feels in times of a troubled heart. So, and there's beautiful artwork throughout, obviously, but also it's like parts of the whole. There's invitations to draw or to write or to do whatever. It seems to me that they put a lot of, I'm going to open this one up too. They put a lot of thought into this, and it's not expensive to back.
Oh, there it goes.
I think there we go. Simple body scan, practices for resourcing, pressure and expectations, energy.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, I feel like it's super, super well thought out. So keep an eye out on this one. It's really inexpensive to pledge to. It's $22 to pledge for the book. Like easy peasy. And along with this campaign, they're also now offering, and I'm so tempted by these. Oh, wait, I think I backed this already. I'm not logged in, but I backed this already. I backed for the book and for the mini decks because they now have the decks in a mini, and they're like the perfect looking like palm size.
Oh, that's a great size.
Yeah, I think it's a really good size because I have the originals of both, and they're really powerful decks. I have a whole video where I showed the Wisdom of the Shadow and the Divine Feminine next to each other. The way these two decks work together is absolutely astounding. It is the coolest thing when you pull like a shadow and a feminine together, and the kind of potency and messages. It's almost like the shadow comes up and then the feminine becomes like the medicine. It is so cool. So yeah, I think to get everything, which is what I did, it's only, look at journal plus the new minis, $60 US. Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah, it's really, really well priced. So I backed for this pledge tier. And I think it was only an extra $19 or $20 for shipping to Canada. Like it's really good. Like I'll pay that much for a single deck. So like,
that's what I'm saying. Like that's such a great price.
Yeah, it's definitely worth checking out. And I think they're struggling a little bit with the funding. So definitely especially if you've been thinking about the Wisdom of the Shadow or the Wisdom of the Divine Feminine, this is a great way to scoop them up in those mini formats. I think the art will work great at that size. And the journal looks so good. So check this out. You've got until June 11th at 7 p.m. Pacific. Please go check it out and support it if you're into it, because I think they've really outdone themselves with this. I don't talk about a lot of journals because a lot of them I'm like, it's just journal prompts. This is so much more than that. So check it out, please.
Awesome. I'm actually going to go and check it out and see those other two decks. I want to take another look again. And I want to see.
Yeah. This one is launching soon. This is by Carrie Snook of Bouchette Design. She did the one crystal deck that I was totally obsessed with for a while. She has the Metanoia Marseille and some other goodies. And she's coming out with, I don't know when this is launching. It's soon. Like, I think it's like it might be even launched by the time y'all see this video. But she gave me some sneak peeks. So I'm going to show you, this is the Kickstarter preview page. She has coming out, this collection is going to have 3 mystical companion journals, a whimsical cartomancy enchanted playing card deck, and the Metanoia Marseille 2nd edition. tarot. So there's going to be an updated Metanoia Marseille. You can kind of see a peek of it here. And the Enchanted Garden playing cards, which look really
pretty.
Her art is absolutely gorgeous.
I love the aesthetics of this. I really do.
There's some journals. And I'm going to bring this up. She shared me some sneak peeks. So this is from an email she sent me. So this is new card backs and refined illustrations and 2 new Oracle flip cards. All suit symbols are updated for it. This is the Metanoia Marseille 2nd edition. And let's see, what did she say here? Thoughtfully designed, deep in your spiritual. Yeah, so there's that. And then this is a peek at the Enchanted playing cards back and front. Brand new Cartomancy playing card deck. And then the 3 companion journals, which look at these.
Those are beautiful.
Yeah, quite chunky. So this is going to be launching on Kickstarter. Click notify me on launch if you want to be notified, or hopefully by the time you see this, that link down below will be live, because I think this is supposed to launch like any day now at the time we're filming. So definitely be sure and check this out, because there's going to be lots of little things you can choose between. That's for sure. And we're going to cap this off with a cat deck, because we cannot do an entire hot takes without it. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen.
Never will.
This month's
what do we have?
Is the Atomic Cat Tarot deck. And I have to say, this is like Cat deck meets the Jetsons.
I was about to say, it's like very retro 50s space kind of vibes.
Yeah, if you're looking for literally the Jetsons in a cat deck, that's what this is to me. Like, it is, there's a name for this type of art. She says no AI was used, by the way. Oh, mid-century modern.
Mid-century modern, okay. I was like, I don't know, but it's like, you know.
Like, look at the poet.
Mid-century modern is like the whole aesthetic. So like, yeah, I'm here for it. That's cute.
Look at how freaking cute this is. Oh my God. I just think it's really cute. And I feel like there's going to be so many people be like, this is the cat deck for me. So if you've been waiting every month, watching all the cat decks we cover, wondering when there's going to be your cat deck, and you've been waiting
going to be yours
for the cat deck that meets the Jetsons, this is your moment. This is your moment. I think this is really cool. I don't need a cat deck.
Really cute. I don't need another one. I have my one singular cat deck, and
yeah, same.
That's all I need. But I love this whole vibe is just so fun.
It's so fun and colorful and cute and adorable, and it's very much like Rider-Waite-Smith.
And it's still like cats mostly doing cat stuff.
I love how she's got like a plastic cat paw to move the cards around. That's amazing.
I love it.
This was so fun. I just had to show it. Oh, you have until, I think it's funded. Yeah, it's well funded.
Yes.
You have until Thursday, June 12th at 6:06 a.m. Pacific time to back this. And with that, it's a wrap. That's it.
It's a wrap.
There was like 17, 16 or 17 decks up in there. It's not bad. Not bad. We had a lot. Awesome. I said we had a lot to say. That was awesome.
We did. We had so much to say tonight.
It's so good. I love it. I love hanging out with you. Thank you for hanging out with me.
It's always so much fun to hear me grumble about all the things I don't like.
I love it. It's my favorite thing, because then you know what it is? It's like so rewarding then. It's like playing the slot machine, right? It's so rewarding when you do get excited about something. We're like, yes, we got her. Reel her in quick.
He's like, I love this. I'm going to tap this. I'm going to do this. And I'm like,
nah.
It's cute. I like it. But here's what I don't like.
Yeah. But this is the balance we need. This is the balance we need, because we don't need to be like giving everybody FOMO and making everybody go broke. So you tone down my excitement about all of the things, which is so.
And that's okay. You up my excitement about some stuff, and that's always good, because sometimes I'm just too cynical and I don't give anything a chance. I'm just like, no.
I'm here for it every single time. Every single time. Oh my God, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate you so much. Subscribe to Danny down below and look for us probably next month for another one of these hot takes. Probably.
For sure.
All right, y'all. Until next time, may our magic always shine from the inside out. Bye.
Bye.